See, in today's time, Donald Trump is launching nukes from his mouth, whether it's regarding the deportation of immigrants, gender-based laws, climate change, U.S. funds, and all sorts of other issues. However, his recent statement regarding Gaza literally gave the world a heart attack, so let me explain it in simple terms. As you know, the Gaza Strip is completely destroyed today. There's rubble everywhere, destroyed buildings, craters, dead bodies, and immense suffering. The situation in Gaza has been devastating because of the war between Israel and Hamas. Just thinking about it is terrifying. Now, what happened is that Donald Trump invited Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to the US, as I mentioned in my previous video about the destruction of Iran. Now what happened next is, as soon as Benjamin Netanyahu arrives in the US and meets with Trump, we witness something interesting. There's a video making rounds in the US, where it looks like Donald Trump is afraid of Benjamin Netanyahu. See, in the video, Benjamin Netanyahu is about to sit on a chair, and Trump is seen adjusting the chair behind him, as if Netanyahu doesn't even check whether his chair is positioned correctly before sitting down. It looks like Netanyahu knows Trump is behind him, adjusting his chair. As soon as this video was posted on social media, Trump became the subject of jokes, with people calling him Israel's pet. No one could understand why Trump did such a thing. Just think about it, Donald Trump, the President of the United States, who has such a huge ego, is adjusting the chair of Israel's Prime Minister. I mean, the Israeli lobby is so strong in the USA. It's quite a thought-provoking matter. Now, after this, Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu had a joint press conference where they discussed the Gaza issue. Everyone expected Trump to say that what's happening in Gaza is wrong, that he wants peace, and that he would bring an end to the war. But the world was shocked when Trump shared his thoughts about Gaza. Trump said that Gaza is already devastated. There's nothing left there. Not even a building, no roads, no life left. A lot of people have died. Basically, Trump said that Gaza is no longer livable for the Palestinian people. So, he suggested that the United States should take control of Gaza and transform it into a modern, beautiful, and an unlimited job-filled area. Here's a clip from that moment.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.
Now, in this brief clip, you can clearly see Trump's words. Benjamin Netanyahu looked pleased, as if he didn't know how to respond, but the rest of the world was in shock. People were wondering, what is Trump even saying? And would the international community accept something like this if it actually happens? The United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres already warned that such actions could amount to ethnic cleansing, urging adherence to international law. European Union nations including Germany, France, and Spain have also rejected the proposal. Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Egypt and basically all the Muslim-majority countries have also firmly opposed the plan. Now what happened next is even more shocking. A journalist asked Trump what would happen to the Palestinians in Gaza if the U.S. were to take control. Would the people of Gaza be able to return if the U.S. rebuilds Gaza? Trump bluntly denied the possibility. And here's a clip from that moment.
Peter?
Would Palestinians have the right to return to Gaza if they left while the rebuilding was happening?
It would be my hope that we could do something really nice, really good, where they wouldn't want to return. Why would they want to return? The place has been hell. It's been one of the meanest, toughest places on earth. And right now, I've seen every picture from every angle, better than if I were there. And nobody can live there. You can't live there. So if we can build them through massive amounts of money supplied by other people, very rich nations, and they're willing to supply it. If we can build something for them in one of the countries, and it could be Jordan, it could be Egypt, it could be other countries, and you could build 4 or 5 or 6 areas. It doesn't have to be one area, but you take certain areas and you build really good quality housing, like a beautiful town, like someplace where they can live and not die, because Gaza is a guarantee that they're going to end up dying. The same thing's going to happen again. It's happened over and over again, and it's going to happen again as sure as you're standing there, Peter. So I hope that we could do something where they wouldn't want to go back. Who would want to go back? They've experienced nothing but death and destruction. Who would want to?
Basically, Trump believes that Gaza should now be handed over to the US, and the US will handle it. He suggests showing the power of the US dollar to neighboring countries like Egypt, Jordan, and even some European nations. The US could then send all the people of Gaza to these countries. According to Trump, if Palestinians remain in Gaza, the war will never end. The only solution, in his view, is to make Gaza an overseas territory of the United States. So, what do you think about this? Do you agree with Trump's views on this issue? Or do you think that if Trump goes through with this, the US will face significant international consequences? For now, thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful day.